Hello everybody, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you, where you are. That's not for you. Let me see here. No, he's just passing by, he's just walking through. Happy Sunday, I hope your weekend is off to a lovely, relaxing start. Peaceful, etc. I got a dog right here and I got a cat right here. I can't complain about anything. Darabellia, thank you very much for the 8-month resub. Appreciate it. I use Hazel's intro theme on a loop while cleaning my house. Just little xylophones. Instead of telling me he was thirsty, he wanted me to turn on the shower. My blank tipped over the water bottle, just put down to screw the lid. I'm taking cat for 500 in this Twitch chat Mad Libs. Was it a cat? Good morning. Good morning, Aesop. Most welcome. Hi, Hazel. Hi, folks. Sorry, yes, cat. I don't know. I like the game. I think that's fun. Also, sorry about your water over you in your chair. Hopefully it missed your keyboard and electronics of assorted varieties. I forgot to charge my earbuds today, so I'm probably going to switch to headphones, but I'm just kind of hoping that my curls can dry on top before then so I don't have like a big groove. I mean, I'm going to get a big groove, but you know what I mean. Hi, kitty cat. I wonder if I can do this angle. I mean, if I'm slouch anyway, I can be in the shot. I want to show more cat. You know, she's cute. She's pretty. There she is. That's my girl. Hang on. Hold on. Hold the phone. So today, Sunday, like I said, I want to relax. I want to do... I want to finish. There you go. I want to finish getting my gathering knowledge on my hunter. She might even end up at 80 by doing that if I gather long enough on her. That's a possibility. And then apparently in maybe 45 minutes or so, I might do some Shadow Priest keys with some of my friends. That might be kind of fun. I can take a look at my Mythic Plus for the week and see what we still need. It's literally just a down dog. It's so funny. When I'm trying to do yoga at home, he will try and kind of copy me a little bit. Not perfectly, not enough for it to be like freaky, but like I'll be doing like a pose like down dog or up dog, and he'll kind of do the same thing. Like, look, mom, is this right? And then he will lick my face aggressively and knock me over. How did keys go yesterday? They were fun. I actually DPS'd all of them, I think. It was my first night doing like shadow keys. And I started out with no face, and I ended up with more face. I'm still not doing amazing damage, and I'm not really optimized super well. My trinkets are kind of eh. If I get into... Hang on, let's update this. If I get into DPS trinkets, which is when we switch on this Harvester's Edict, I got the wrong trinket from City of Threads, basically. I didn't get the Sack Brood. I got this one. It's alright. It's better than running around with a Coagulum. So that's something. But yeah, I was doing fine. And then we got some keys. We actually timed to 7. It was a Mists of Tirna Scithe. We timed to 7 Mists of Tirna Scithe. I was DPSing. I'm very excited. Look at my rating. It's getting somewhere. David Brown, thank you for the 20-month resub. Haven't made it to a stream in a while. Always enjoy watching the VODs. How have you been? Enjoying raid keys? Yeah, all of the above. I have been good. I have been presiding over my home of cat and dog with increasingly satisfying harmony. They're getting along and I'm obsessed. I've been doing raid, I've been doing keys, I've been doing professions, I've been gathering, I've been trying to make a little bit of gold. You know, we're not rich, but we're doing fine. Just a lot of getting settled in. Practice will get you there. Yeah, and I'm still... My stats are kind of all over the place. I got this hero track ring. I did time walking. So that happened. That was something that I've now gotten caught up with. I didn't get anything I could wear, which was unfortunate. I got a one-handed mace that I really don't need. I'm probably just going to disenchant it because I have better one-handers. And I still might craft one at some point. Funny joke, I know. I got a champion staff to drop that I'm also gonna... Actually, if I disenchant that, isn't it just gonna disenchant into like... I should probably vendor it, right? Disenchant into like a Burning Crusade enchanting crystal. Did you notice they actually broke the derby because you can't even get the derby buff on alts? I did not. I didn't try to do it on alts. That's funny. I mean, the silver lining is that, oh wow, yeah, Outland Crafting Reagent. Maybe I shouldn't be disenchanting that. Let's just get my 178 gold for vendoring it. The silver lining is if it's that badly broken, then they have to fix it, right? So then maybe they'll also take a look at fixing it only giving 3 marks even on your first character. Ooh, I got a silver crystal. That never happens. Okie dokie. So in the meantime, I was kind of thinking of finding some stuff to craft, but I kind of want to just drink some water and fly around and try to get my my erosion polished slate done. Also, I need treasures on her as well. So I think we'll just do profession knowledge for a little bit. See if we can get the hands warmed up. I've got a hot water bottle and I've got a cat, so I should be able to make that happen. Hopefully for the next Saturday. Yeah, that would be nice. Ilwyn, thank you very much for the 25-month resub. Happy to have you here. Oh, hi, kitty. Hi, sweetie. You sleep right there. And then Moose is apparently... I don't know. I need, and it's the shape of the desk would make it tricky to do this. I need to mount that webcam on like a little arm with like a really good ball head swivel so I can point it at the pet bed or just like underneath my chair. Because sometimes Moose wants to lay down like right here and it's so cute. You're so cute. He's got really soft ears. Spent hours going on all my alts using all the concentration to make 3-star things and now we wait. Oh, I can feel it. It's wealth and prosperity. Good fortune unto you. It's coming. So yeah, she's 79 and 3 bars. It's a bit beside the point, but I will say that if I do get to level 80, I can probably go. Are you chewing on my chair? Don't chew on my chair. Hey. Cut it out. He's like, well, you won't let me bite the cat. Not that he wanted to bite the cat, but he likes to sniff her tail. Once I'm level 80, I can go have a little poke through the warbank and see if any of the veteran or even the adventure, like account bound gear that I've gotten is any good. I wonder if I ought to go. I haven't actually tried gathering in the bottom zone, which I should probably learn the name of. And not just make up the name of. You know, purple with spiders. I should probably go gather down there and see if it's any good. See if we like it. Always freeze experience gain if you're not ready to have 280s just yet. Uh-oh, battery low. I might be headphonesing sooner than I planned to. Sounds like the alt is working its way into your life. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do we know what item level would be good for base Mythic dungeons? So you can certainly do them at like 580. Probably even 570 or 565 if you have the right group. The question is, are you going to be able to get a group going, basically? That's the real sticking point, because people are still being pretty picky with their invites, so you may or may not need to list. Hard to say. I've done some very easy Mythic Zeros that have gone very quickly, and I've done some very exciting and adventurous Mythic Zeros that have been a real project. So there's a spectrum out there. Oh, you can't freeze above 70. Oh, well, bummer. Oh, well, it's not really a bummer. I wasn't really going to, but it's good to know. I'm getting gold quality Iron Claw ore. I feel fancy and special. It's kind of nice. Oh, my goodness. It was so pretty this morning. I was going for a walk, and the sun was just coming up right around when I was getting outside, and there was like just a little bit of mist and a little bit of cloud and just like the early Sunday morning sunshine. And it was early enough and on a weekend that like nobody was really out in the streets yet, so it was really quiet. And I was just real happy to be out there with my dog. It was nice. You can hear all the birds. You get more wildlife when you get up early like that because they haven't been scared away by all the sounds of the city yet. Like there's tons of animals in the city that will come out at night to graze and to eat. So like late at night or early in the morning, you're more likely to see things like bunnies and deer and more birds out and about doing more bird things instead of just tweeting away in their trees. Sounds lovely. There's my erosion polished slate. That's what I was after. Well, now what do I want to do? Oh yeah, I was going into bismuth. I was getting into the bismuth business. 30 deafness should make a difference. I should be able to tell that. I really ought to log on to my... I mean, ought's just a fancy way of saying should. And we don't like shoulds. We don't do those. Should log on to my priest and then go do treasures to try to get the rest of her enchanting knowledge from treasures in this time that I have right now. But I only have like 17 minutes left on this gathering buff. And I was just so tickled pink. I've got 40k gold. I really did make like 20k from that gathering we did yesterday on stream. Also, I'm just habitually following the rivers down here. I think I'm just used to the fishing circuit. I don't have to stick to the rivers. I've only got 17 minutes left on this true sight file. We made such lovely gold yesterday. And, you know, it's just extra capital to be working with. As long as I'm keeping up with my knowledge on my main and my crafting props, I think that's fine. Plus, my finesse helps me gather something extra. I've sunk a bit of gold, not much, but a bit of gold into getting some nice crafting tools and to enchanting them. Or gathering tools and enchanting them for herbing and mining. And I figure if it's fun right now to be... Oh, I don't know if I like this. Is there a hole in the ceiling? I don't love the multi-levels thing. How are the delves going? Oh, delves. Where would I check to see that? Here. Yeah. I have done some delves. They're fine. I was supposed to... Again, supposed to. I was meant to have done more by now. Another 4 or something for vault or to use keys. I believe I have like more than 4 extra keys in my priest because I still haven't completely spent down my backlog of keys from starting the expansion and not using bountiful delve keys. And I really should do them because 1, it could give me a pair of gloves. I still have 571 adventurer gloves. They're embarrassing to me and my family. And then secondly, it would be good for my vault, I suppose. But I don't know. I did time walking. I've been browbeaten into one chore. How many do I have to do? Oh, do you not enjoy them? Not really. I might eventually. I'm trying to keep an open mind. I don't have a specific problem with them. It's not them, it's me. I have an attitude problem. When I'm in delves, I don't want to be there, and therefore I'm not having any fun. I find that the game is really what you make of it, and for whatever reason, I'm not making anything of delves. They're more fun when I go with Flavie, and we can two-man them. But it's fun in kind of the same way that, like, I don't know, listening to a podcast at the dentist might be fun. It's not like it's better than just, like, listening to the podcast on its own. It just kind of takes your mind off of the work you're having done so that it's over with faster. I got Glory of Delver. Oh, no. My earbuds. My sound. I can't hear anything. Oh. Are we gonna flop? Oh, sometimes he'll sprawl up and he'll take the whole bed. And sometimes he wedges himself into a teeny tiny little corner. I guess I'm gonna get my headphones. I'm a little afraid that if I get up to go get them, he's gonna immediately get up. Don't worry, Scarlett. This is pretty new. I set this up yesterday. Yesterday was the debut of the dog bed cam, and I didn't really have it on much because nobody was in it. So, not you. Definitely pretty new. Alright, kitty. Why don't you take the chair, and I'm gonna it's right here in the closet. We're not going very far. You stay there, bud. You're okay. I can also show the back of my shirt a little bit. We're that's an awkward pose. This is my other concert shirt. What? There he is. What? Oh, buddy, you didn't have to get up. I know I'm being funny. I'm sorry. Kitty, I'm gonna just put you on the lap. I Moose, leave her alone. Can you go lay down? Because when she tries to hit you, sometimes she gets me. Yeah. Back up, bud. Or go around, whatever you want. Just scooch. Excuse us. Floofy tail. He's got a very floofy tail. He's got a very powerful tail. It can really hurt if you position yourself in such a way where it's kind of getting you. Also, this is louder than I thought it was. I'm going to turn this down a tiny bit. Maybe like that. Sometimes in the morning especially, he's so happy that he's wagging his tail with like his whole butt. Like he's swinging his hips from side to side to like really whip his tail. And it's very sweet and cute. And if he gets you in the face, it hurts. Deafness will reduce your time to gather and herb mining. So I'm not sure exactly where it is in the tree, but there are talents that give you better deafness. It may be on a per node basis. So right now I've just got a point that's going to give me more deafness when mining bismuth, but not necessarily acarite or ironclaw. So it might be kind of spread up and around the trees. She's sniffing your butt. She's also gotten a lot more patient with him sniffing her because I think she's realized that he's not going to get her or do anything and that he's just annoying and not dangerous. So she doesn't necessarily like immediately jump to hissing and swatting as soon as he like sniffs her now. She'll kind of put up with it for a little bit before being like, all right, move along, kiddo. Mining over picking flowers? Who are you? Oh, porque no lustas. How are you gathering while mounted? With profession specialization points. Botany for herb, and then there's one for mining as well. Love the side quest storyline of the cat and dog slowly becoming friends over the span of this expansion. Is there an actual side quest like that in The War Within, or you mean like the Hazel Stream side quest? Because that's been my life. That's been my side story. Oh, I meant yours. It would be cute if it was mirrored in a side quest somewhere. Oh, there he is. I know he's my dog, so I should be a little bit over by now, but I'm not. I can't handle it. I let him get away with murder. he's not like a menace to society, but he's also like a little bit, I mean, Moose has his own opinions about things, and sometimes we have to really negotiate to get him to see my point of view. It's the best thing with Moose is if you can get him to come to your conclusion naturally. And it's hard if you're out walking and his conclusion is that he wants to sit and stare at somebody and wait to see if they're going to come see him. And you want him to move along because he is fully blocking a busy sidewalk and people are having to walk around him. You chewing on the rug. You having a nibble. It's so precious. How often do you see the hidden notes? So you need to use a file. There's these consumables called File of True Sight. Alchemists can make them. You can buy them on the auction house, and it will show you camouflage nodes. They're everywhere. It's very much worth it. The file will pay for itself very quickly. They go for like 130, 150 gold each, but like, you know, you find what, 4 nodes, and then you've paid for it, and it lasts for half an hour. Even if you're not, like, half an hour if you're not an alchemist. So it's good. It's great if you're herbing and mining because you'll get to see camouflage nodes of both things and pay it off faster. Are you chewing? You chewing on your foot? He's chewing on his own paw. I love the moose cam so much. I wasn't sure about the angle. It's very low to the ground. It's very much on moose level. I could put it higher up, but it would be a little bit of a trick to wedge it in there, so I figured I would try this and see what the view looks like. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm just so happy he's using the bed in my office. It was like my dream for the first year of his life with me to have both of them just relaxing in here while I'm streaming or working, and we took it really slow introducing him to Kira because he's a tornado and she's blind and grumpy. So we took it like really slow with them so he would be on the other side of a baby gate in the front room. And now that I have them both here with me, I'm so mushy. He's falling asleep. Oh, his nails look a little bit better. They're not perfect, but I finally managed to get all of them trimmed down reasonably well. And he let me touch a nail with a Dremel this morning, which I'm very excited about. I just did it for like a half a second because I'm trying to like work him up to that very incrementally, but he didn't freak out or anything. He was just like, whoa, what was that? That tickles. Can we go for a walk now? I can't. I know. And I haven't been like I've posted Instagram stories of him. That's been the main place that I've been sharing video of him. There's been lots of like member exclusive videos. There's been lots of YouTube member videos about him. But I don't post a lot of like just straight up pictures, and I wasn't able to have him on the stream a ton just because even when he did come in here, he was kind of below the camera angle and it was hard to get a good shot of him. So I'm happy about this. He won't be around all the time because I'm sure sometimes he's going to want to sleep in the front room or just elsewhere. But for right now, I'm happy. Oh yeah, that mining that was pretty fast. That deafness does show. That's nice. I love getting a free vigor for gathering a node as well. It makes it I don't have to even think about what I'm gonna do. A little extra weaver cloth. As far as dragon riding, I don't have to try to dragon ride properly. I don't have to do the thing that we were doing in Dragonflight where you were trying to like Drake break, you know, or rest your momentum before you landed to like get a vigor refund or anything. You can just kind of fly around and pick flowers, and it works out. Queen of Gnomes streaming and lovely donkey sleeping, best of both worlds. Dynamite ones are so slow even with deafness. I only found out yesterday that they're faster if you stand right on top of them. The closer you are to the node, the faster you're going to mine it. I did not know that. And now, once you have some deafness, and if you do get right on top of them, it gets way better. I was skipping them for a while. I was just flying right past them, and I'm not doing that anymore. Hazel, should I go Destro or Affy? I don't know what the right answer is numbers-wise. I feel like Destro is more fun if you like the big dramatic visuals, and Affliction is more fun if you're really like a dot gameplay style player. You really like dot juggling and management. I don't know if that's still the core of the spec, but I feel like it should be. That was always kind of the tagline of it. Duplicate an herb? Is that using the empowered? Yeah, so if you empower an irradiated herb, the irradiated herbs, you'll get a 5-minute buff that lets you duplicate an herb of your choice when you find it. So you empower your irradiated herb, you go find something that you want to clone, and then use your button again, and it lets you just make an extra copy of it. It's, I think, my favorite herb overload. I think. I haven't really tried some of them still. I don't know if I've ever overloaded a spore-fused one, maybe. But it seems pretty good. Hard to argue with. There's a lot more web door down here, actually. This is... The Weaver Cloth is going for 50 gold a piece, which is, I think, one of the more valuable things that I can get as like a perception drop. So I actually do like herbing down here. Or gathering down here, I guess I should say. Pointers, mayhaps, which enchants to get for the tools. I like if you're just going to have one set of tools and enchant them once, which is what I do because I'm lazy. I do finesse for gathering and I do resourcefulness for crafting. Especially for crafting, you may ultimately want to have multiple tool sets with different enchants that you swap out depending on the situation. But I'm lazy. I didn't even do that in Dragonflight when I was making my millions. I just had finesse for gathering and resourcefulness for crafting. It's hard to go wrong with resourcefulness if you're crafting. It's a pretty safe stat. I no longer use one of the MMO keypads. I used to. I liked them a lot. I mainly switched back because it was tricky for me to travel and play WoW on like event setups where I was not allowed to connect my own peripherals. I didn't know how to play on a keyboard because I was so used to the keypad. And it doesn't happen that often, but it happened just often enough to be really embarrassing, so that when they discontinued or what happened, I just decided to switch back. Seeing your video in Legion about it, bought one. I still think they're great. They're just a little out of vogue, so you get a little worried about them continuing to make the model that you're comfy with. Kind of like how I'm heartbroken that my G600 mouse is out of production. Moose Cam. He's a natural. I know, he's killing it right now. He was so tired yesterday. We were going to take him for a walk at like 4 o'clock, and he was so tired. He was sleeping so soundly that we ended up just like hanging out and watching TV and letting him sleep until like almost 6 o'clock. And we're like, all right, bud, you gotta get up. We gotta go. Because he's just been so tired in the last couple of days because since the gates come down, during times when he normally would have been napping, he's just following the cat around, just being like, what are you doing? What are you doing now? Oh, what are you going to go do in there? Are you gonna eat that? Like, he just follows her around very politely and just watches her. And like, anytime she moves or does anything, he wants to get up and go check in with her, but it's been ruining his sleep. So I think it's been catching up with him and he's just been crashing really hard. What did you watch? Selling Sunset. We started at the beginning and we're working our way through it. Hazel's on. Good morning / day. Good morning. Gear scaling is wildly different. 600 is a chasm away from 610, 615 item level output. Oh, for a second I'm like, I did get better gloves, but no, those are first of all Dragonflight, and second of all they're I'm not even on my priest. I'm on my hunter right now. So my file, my true sight file is almost done here, and I don't want to pop another one. I think once I'm done with this, I'll go back to town, post up the stuff that I've gathered, and then see about maybe going treasure hunting on my priest for a few minutes before we get back into keys. I'm okay at Shadow Priest keys. I would like to be better. And I don't know at a certain point if... I'm sure there is still more room for me to improve with regards to my rotation and efficiency and making sure that I'm setting my cooldowns properly. But also, I know my secondaries aren't optimized. I only have 2-piece. My trinkets are not even really on the trinket lists, which is never what you want to see. You know, there's the tier list of the different ranks of trinkets, and it's nice if your trinket is at least represented on that list. Crossover, never thought I'd saw you coming. Love that show. I am only mildly ashamed to love messy reality TV. I don't think it's like art or anything. But when I want to turn off my brain, that is exactly the kind of garbage I want to put on. I love it. It's okay. I have untiered trinkets too. I love Moosey Kim. Reminding me of when my doggy was around to sleep in her bed when I'd be at the desk. Aww. What about Gilmore Girls? Haven't started it. It's around. What is it? What is that herb? It's an Orbinid. Is that worth it? Yeah, I don't know. It's about time for me to hearth and go sell this stuff. Clip of selling Sunset was killing me. They have so much Botox, they look like they're laughing when they're actually crying. I've only seen... we're somewhere in season 3 or 4, so I don't know what's going on in the newer seasons. But there was a agent that had a real estate listing party, like a broker's open, where they did burgers and Botox. Like, they had a Botox lady come and, like, as a party thing, was just injecting people that wanted some, and it was crazy to see all these people being like, yeah, you can never have too much. It's like, all right, live your life. What a weird bubble you live in. It's very different from my world and the people that I'm surrounded by. It's not, I don't know, I'm not here to judge anybody. I am a little bit here to judge people. That's why we're watching reality TV. But yeah, just crazy, just so foreign to me. Don't get me wrong, I'm getting wrinklier every year, but that's kind of the point. I feel like it's gonna happen. Right, Dornigal. Nice warm fingers. Oh, buddy. Every time I move, he's like watching me like, are you getting up? Do I need to worry about this? He's really soft. He's really soft. And he kind of does that hard to get thing with most people where he doesn't really let people pet him unless it's me or my partner. The only way other people really get to pet him is if he's distracted. He's like meeting their dog. Oh, you getting up? You can tell I'm talking about you. Or he's like eating grass or something. Is the only time like some people will get like a pet or a scratch in. But you know, we're his people. So we get to cuddle and it feels extra special because you know he doesn't let just anybody do that. Look at those nice puppy paws. Duck lip thing going on. I think Botox and fillers are different. I don't have intimate knowledge. I don't have either of them myself, but I think Botox is the one that like paralyzes your face a tiny bit so that you don't move it and get wrinkles, whereas fillers is actually putting stuff in your face to help like push the skin out and make it smoother, or to like build volume in certain places. But I'm team let people get wrinkly and love them anyways, you know what I mean? 2 dogs and they're amazing. I love dogs. I get mushy over every single one that I see. I'll be in the street and I'll just see like a big fluffy one. I'll be like, ah. I love that. All right, we're going to post this stuff up and then I'm going to hop on. Ooh, 300. I should be making something. I should be making another piece of gear. I can afford it on this character. She's got the gold from having sold all of this stuff. So let's see here. We'll post all this up and then I'll go figure out what I want to make next in terms of gathering gear and then put in a public work order for it. How old is that cute pup? He is... "16 months old. He is 16 months old. He's a little shy of 1.5 years. He's my baby. Botox can help with migraines, which is a good thing. I had heard there's like medically recommended, like it does have other uses aside from just cosmetics. Has getting a dog made you even more of a dog person? Moose, leave her alone. She's using her box. Privacy, please. Moosey, can you come? She's just trying to use her litter box, and he's got his face like 2 inches from the door of it, like, hey, you good in there? Moosey, can you come here? He looks like a bridesmaid in front of the venue bathroom at a wedding. Do you need help with your dress? Moose. He's just watching. She's used it and left. Oh my gosh. I think I was already like a dog and a cat person. He's not the first dog that I've lived with. He's the first one I've raised myself from a puppy that's really been like my dog. But I've had dogs before. I get Botox shots in my arm so I can move it. Tell them to save some for my face. And I also don't want to be too harsh or judgy on it. It's everybody's right to do whatever they like with their body. I don't think I can sit here with all of my tattoos and tell somebody else not to modify their body. I think that would be ridiculous. I think you should do whatever you like. I do think that there's like, you know, if you're living in a world where everybody that you see has this and you feel pressured to get it even if you didn't want to in the first place, that kind of sucks. But people are adults and they can make their own choices. I was gonna find out what I wanted to do in terms of profession equipment. So for herbing, my herbing equipment, I've got the blue sickle and then green accessories. And then for mining, I need the blue pickaxe. I'm actually just going to take like a second here. What time is it? 9:41. It's really early, but I'm just going to take a real quick break. Hang on. Okie dokie. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm back, and I think I'm looking into maybe getting into damaging a shadow key. I should log on. That's a good first step. I'm not coming on my hunter, although she is halfway to 80. Maybe I'll just finish her to 80 today, if there's time after keys. Anyone know why I care about globs of wax? There is a vendor in the Ringing Deeps that wants crystals that you trade your wax globs for, and they have a few different things you can get. I think people trade them for like... Is it Valor Stones or Resonance Crystals? There's some other currency that people want that they use wax globs to get. I'm a little fuzzy on the hard details. I basically just got a pet because I thought he was going to be a vendor, and he wasn't. All right, dungeons and AoE build. That's a good start. Yeah, I still have these 571 gloves on. This is my main thing that I want to fix. Kind of... I mean, at least they have leech, right? I could sink Valor Stones into them to get them upgraded to Adventure 8 of 8, but I refuse to on principle. I don't want to spend a single Valor Stone on those things. I just want to throw them into a volcano. Also, I spent my Valor Stones. I whammed a bunch of upgrades on my gear. So I'm 607. I think if I can replace those, that'll definitely catch me up a little bit. Starts as Valor Stones and switches to Resonance after you get the Valor Stone cap. Oh, soft capped per week. Gotcha. 2 pets you can get. Okay. What are we saying here? I need to make sure I have enough consumables. I've been using, I mean, I guess I can afford it. I've been using mana oil and... Do I want the same flask? Actually, I've been using Alchemical Chaos for Holy Priest. Is it the same thing that I want? Yeah, Alchemical Chaos. Okay. And I still have 12 of those. I only use the silver ones because the gold ones are like 6k each, and that's a little much. What about mana oil? That I think I'm using 600. Ow! I was gonna swear. To heck with it. There we go. let's just pick up 10 of these, or 20. Why not? And then I'll sell the cheaper ones. Get 1k back on that. What's gold for if not to have an extra 20 haste in a dungeon? Gothic Court, thank you very much for the gift subs. Appreciate it. How to earn Valor Stones? It's not a helpful answer, but they come from doing everything. Apparently, these World Soul Echo event things, you get these Radiant Echoes, you take them to a World Soul memory. You can do those in stacks, and you can do them in groups, and apparently that's a great way to get a bunch of Valor Stones. But I also get them from Delves, I get them from Raid, I get them from Dungeons. Missed 3? Okie doke. I can do a Mists. I bought my mana oil. If I want to go to Mist, I actually have a portal that will take me right there. Starheart, thanks for the gift subs. Mana oils are pretty cheap. Whetstones are 12 to 1600 each. Oh. You already have a Mist. Think of the score. Yeah, I'm just here to play with my friends. Score is nice, but I'm sure we'll get the score eventually. The only thing I really want score for is the Mythic, the Keystone Master Mount. I don't even know what it is. I'm not in a huge hurry to get it. It'll happen at some point. I'm not even running around with 4-piece yet, so I don't think I can complain about score and pushing keys. It is nice when I get score. The diamond mech suit. Oh, I was hoping it would be like a mole. Oh, literally a diamond mech suit. That's what it's called. Kind of sick. I don't have one already. I know there's one from the Awakening the Machine event. I don't have it. Oh no, it's not exactly the same thing. I ought to use some food. Maybe like a nice, strong... Don't I have a Hearty Belladar's Bounty? No, I have Hearty Stimple Stew. Hang on. I'm not ready. Toy Box Cooking Fire. Hearty Belladar's Bounty. Always worth getting the Hearty ones, because that way you know they're not going to go away if you die. It makes me feel much better. Because even if you weren't going to die 5 times, you don't always have time to sit down and re-eat during a key. Heiko, thank you for the gift. So, this is a Mythic Plus. It's going to be a 3. It should be just fine. I'm going to DPS. I'm going to be a pretend Shadow Priest. I'm going to use my gold mana oil because I'm fancy. I don't have any damage pots, but what are you going to do? I do have Cave Dweller's Delights and Algar Healing Pots, so hopefully I can stay alive, at least. Love the cooking changes.
Now you learn the true lesson of the void.
I also have a better understanding now, and also I forgot to fix it. I have a better understanding of how the Xalatath thing works. I had an embarrassing thing happen where I didn't fully understand. I know people had told me that I could, dispel. Oh, okay. Them, so I was dispelling them. Oh. I'm just gonna sit this in my dispersion. But I saw other people just kind of run up and kill him. And I didn't really know how they were doing it. I'm like, well, I have AoE. I can just Holy Nova them. So I went up to the orbs and I'd Holy Nova and they would die. And I'd go, awesome, that's so much easier. So I was doing that for a little bit until I realized that it was other people killing them and I was just Holy Novaing for dramatic effect. However, Psychic Scream works a real treat. It can be a CC. There's apparently a talent that makes my Psychic Scream echo that I have yet to investigate. I keep meaning to. I keep starting new keys without doing it. But yeah. Yeah, I like Fear a lot better than Mass Dispel because it doesn't have a hard cast time and it's on a much shorter cooldown. But they're both good options. Especially if you're running out of I need to pay a bit more attention. You know, if there's extras and there's no one else to take care of them. I'm lucky that I play in a group of really, really talented players that are very on top of stuff like that. So I have to hustle if I even want to help. Monks are OP with this affix. I feel like evokers as well. Just further Drakthir racials, if nothing else. Assuming that works. Can be a tank thing since most have an AoE CC disrupt. Green. Green. Green is main stat. I wonder why. I don't know of any idea why that got flagged. Can I approve that? Thank you. That's fine. I'm gonna save my cooldown, my power infusion for the boss. The big thing I need to get back in the habit of doing is just pressing my buttons a little tiny bit faster. It's not like the order's that messy right now. It's just that sometimes I'll sit on, like I'll have cooldowns that are sitting off cooldown for too long, and that's not a great way to do a lot of damage. There we go. They look like maybe one of them might wander around to the bed, so I'm just going to leave the pet cam on just in case one of them shows up. It was 2 to 3 ways, and I'm too afraid to ask why that would have been a problem. Okay, you want back up?
Is complete.
Whoa. Hi. How you doing, sweetie?
You did it. Good guess.
Okay. I also could probably stand to read a couple of shadow guides to get a feel for some... There's probably some tips. Sometimes I'm not sure if I'm better off spreading out my Devouring Plagues, if I'm better trying to stagger them more for more uptime, if I want to just slam them when I get a chance. And that's something I could figure out if I take some time to sit down and read the guide, which I might now that I'm needing to DPS a couple of extra keys here. Not needing to, but getting to. I have the opportunity to. It's very nice. I really like being able to just hurl Shadow Crash at my target, though. It saves me a lot of time, because I'm not great at aiming. So, not having to is awesome. Teach us the ways of the guessing game. The real 6 strat is to have friends that do it for you. If your group is good and there's not a lot of stuff going on, your healer, who's the person running around doing this, your healer can just run around and do it. I used to do that when I used to heal this key. You have time. And that way you can kind of save a little bit. I don't know if anybody needs me to. Or if they're just checking. But yeah, I'm just leaving it up to them right now. I don't think I have it in me. It's too early in stream. Popular weak ore that shows you with arrows, which exit to go. I remember that back from... There was something similar to that back in the day, or maybe it's the same one. I used to just like the add-on that let me mark them down as I uncovered them so that I could just see them side by side, even if they weren't all being like activated at the same time. Because it's not a hard puzzle, it's just kind of annoying to have to try to remember what they were.
No fooling you.
There's a few gold ends up.
You're almost there.
Flappy with 3.2 million damage.
We're gonna have so much fun.
This fight doesn't feel like that long ago. I feel like I still have a tiny bit of muscle memory for this because it hasn't changed really. The last fight has a bit, but this one's pretty much the same. It's this one, right? It's the leaf? I don't have a ping. I think I missed dodging my orb. Also, that was a terrible indicator. It was like in the water. Oh, you want to know what thing? Maybe I knew already, but I like learned the hard way. About Siege of Borealis. You know the fountain, where you're hiding behind the fountain to avoid the wave of water. Third boss, I believe. And there's 2 waves, so you hide the first time, and then you have to hide a second time. Everybody else in my group can walk through the water in the fountain to get behind the pillar. When I attempt to do that, I'm swimming. Jeff's probably giddy with, I told you gnomes aren't very good to play. I'm swimming when I'm walking in that fountain. So I have to walk around it way farther out on the brickwork edge. Otherwise, I'm literally swimming. And much slower. Are we able to just finish it? We're so close here.
Your ascension is complete.
Maybe I ought to have swapped 4 mil. Oh yeah, that's right. So happy, don't even have to type it yet. There you are. Yeah, so I think next time I do that key, I wonder if I use a transformation toy, coin of many faces, transmorpher beacon, whatever it is. If I use a transformation toy to visually appear like a different race, if that will allow me to not have to swim through that fountain so I can get behind it. Because I died. Like, I couldn't get out of the way in time. I was trying my best. I was using my angelic feather. I angelic feathered into the thing. I was swimming and I got hit by the wave and died. It was just so bad. But you're short and cute. Yeah, I wouldn't race change for $1 million. Well, maybe $1 million US exchange rate. But it was really funny. I'm probably gonna pick like a favorite transformation toy and hope that works. I think it should. I haven't tried it, but I have tons of them. Oh, big pull. Wow, I really thought that Mass Dispel was gonna have more of an effect.
Your ascension
Not great.
is complete.
Oh, it's on cooldown. I just didn't really have my game face on for this pack, I don't think. At least I had a PI for Flabby. I feel like that's gotta help. Can't do my own damage, but I can give some to Blue Square. I bet you Dark Active means the Belladar's crystal is purple on the War Helper. That's probably what that is, if I had to guess. I'm not 100% sure. 95. I used to grip people after they got knocked off from this. Favorite transformation toy at the moment is the Cobus one. I'm here, it's not purple? Oh, that was my only idea. Claims your weapon depending on its type. Oh. Oh, it looks like we're gonna do a bit more trash first. This wasn't my best performance in a dungeon, but you know, warm up key.
Is complete.
I end up staring at my bars a lot. That's kind of my biggest weakness right now. That's kind of a cool mechanic where it remembers how you dodge the swirl, and the next one will chase you in that same pattern next time. So you want to make small moves. And if you move them to the same direction a couple times in a row, it means that later on in the fight when it's chaotic, you've got like a safe way to run. So I've gone left twice, so if I go right the third time or like forward, right's pretty open for me next time I want to dodge that. I really should not have saved or used my Shadow Crash, but I think this thing's gonna die. Nice! +3! Lindsay Lou, thank you very much for the gift subs.
Rejoice, for you have aided the end of all.
Love the Theater Troop event, but it makes playing an Isle of Dorn such a pain when it's on. Does it lag? That's kind of annoying. Lucy's behind my desk, or behind my chair again. Okay, any loot? Any luck at a changeling? I don't think so. 55 gold. Oh, there he goes. I wanted to look for a talent that modifies Psychic Scream. Psychic Voice, maybe? Reduces the cooldown. Where could I harvest a point here? 3% magic damage taken. Not the range. Master spell. Nah, it's fine. It's fine as it is. Down for either. Let's do the 6. Alright, we're doing a City of Threads. Makes Prad more super unresponsive since so many people are playing it. Picking flowers, waiting 3 minutes for them to loot. Oh. Yeah, I would just, that sucks. I would just take a walk. Go clean my kitchen or something. I'll need the Lore Master thing for the Glory of the Delves achievement. Yes, I'm a Delve fan. Mm. Hello there, Hazel. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you, Nexus Shade. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Hellfall was really bad yesterday. Mm. Popular game right now. General having so much lag everywhere. Mm. I must not be playing during peak hours. I've been really lucky. Or maybe it's my server. I haven't really had any problems in the last week. What was I looking for? Oh, I was curious as to what my key was. I'm holding on to a Necrotic Wake 8. That sounds like a terrible idea. Let's not do that. I haven't done Necrotic Wake this season. And all I ever hear is people talking about getting absolutely demolished in there. Just brick-walled, burnt key, not even finished. I think they've done some tuning. That's what I heard. But I didn't see the before points, so I don't really know. Okay. Let's see if I'm a little more warmed up this time. Hellfall bad because the world boss is up there at the moment. Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, it was me! Why does this always happen to somebody? Someone always dies when they zone into this dungeon. It's always one person. Is there a lower reason for that? What's the deal? It's a little upsetting. Warglaive to the back. Maybe it's me. Must pay the blood price. The one nice thing about actually I have a hearty one right now. The one nice thing about, you know, you spend a couple 100 gold, you get your mana oil and your flask and your good food to do a key with. If you can do a couple of keys, you can get a few dungeons worth out of it. So if we time this, I think this would be a big upgrade for me. I have a City of Threads 4, and this is going to be a 6, so this would be an upgrade if we time it. I don't have any Necrotic Wake or Dawnbreaker. Yeah, that's the 3rd time I've seen someone die just walking in the door to this one, so I think there's some kind of an issue. Or it's just for drama. First time it happened to me, though.
And now you learn the true lesson of the void.
Oh, sorry, Kit Kat. I'm trying to get comfy here.
Our friend awaits you in the High Hollows.
This is like the key weekend. For my friends, at least. I always wanted pop cooldowns on the first pack, but everybody else does too, and there's never enough time for it to really pay off. I guess a little bit of time. That's not bad. We did 1.3. I don't need to be top of the meters. I just like to feel like I'm not... like I'm participating, you know. I want to pull my weight. I don't want to be chronically like 25% behind everybody else. As I sometimes am. It's single target erratic cooldowns, but...
Shockwave.
as long as we make it up on the occasional pull. There is a puppy kill. It's kind of showing his butt right now.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Your ascension is complete.
Do you not know who I am? Whose voice you challenge?
Shockwave.
I don't have anything for that. It's gonna happen. Ow.
Your
Oh.
survival
Shockwave.
wasn't
It's just twist
necessary.
thoughts. I just don't have kicks for it. I don't know where I release to. I'm a little afraid if I do try to run back. I'm sure it's not far from here. We'll try it. I just don't want to get lost or pull something. Okay, it's like 2 steps down the hall, but like, careful.
You
I'm
is
coming.
complete.
Shadow has silence. It's a 45-second cooldown as it stands. Sometimes if the mob is CCable, you can also Psychic
Shockwave.
Scream to kick, basically. But yeah, it's a ranged kick.
Run
It's not
out.
very good. It's one of the worst ranged kicks as well.
Shockwave.
I love those orbs being somebody else's problem.
Watch your feet.
I need to move a little faster in that. I always get clipped by that a little bit, and it hurts really bad. My Angelic
Shockwave.
Bulwark procced. So as soon as I see it drop. Not that.
Shockwave.
Not that. But I'm sure we're getting out of here. Get out. Whoa. Sometimes I just get a tiny bit too far and I get gripped into like the cone, or I get gripped into an orb or something that I was like already out of. And I just need to be careful to like really respect this grip ring, because it can really get ya.
Run out. Shockwave.
That's where we're going next. But it just takes a little bit of practice. It's only like the 2nd or 3rd time that we've done this. Maybe 4th.
Shockwave.
Don't mind my 400k damage.
Run out. Shockwave.
Ow. We can do better than that. Miss having longer range, my Havoc DH kick. Okay, this boss is a Shadow Priest player. I definitely need some practice. But that's okay, that's why we're here.
To blind them to meet the vizier.
Watch your step.
No! Be careful! To me! I need to be careful. I need to be more careful. My goodness. I also should have used Power Infusion, but I don't want to do it now.
Your ascension
I want to like scoot more under my desk, but the cat's in my
is
lap.
complete.
will I shave my head again? Who's to say? I don't know. I certainly enjoyed it. Got a big kick out of it. It was real nice. It was real comfy. Alright, there's the power infusion. If I'm lucky, I'll get this boy torrent off. Very good. Keep the cooldowns cooling down. That's what I always say. That's better.
Another spy has fallen. This cannot be.
Cheesecake is appropriate at any time of day, right? Mm-hmm. I prefer things like cheesecake and other desserts earlier in the day rather than at the very end of them, because I feel like my body has more time to kind of deal with it. Maybe use a little bit of the energy if I don't have them like super late at night. I usually feel better. My favorite time for something like that is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So like, it's late enough that you're getting like a little bit hungry. But it's not so late that it's going to ruin dinner.
Your ascension.
I had a cinnamon bun yesterday at 4 o'clock. It was everything I dreamed of. Any more WoW recipe cooking? No. I haven't done much of that in the last couple of years.
We will run out of spies.
I do want to make sushi bowls again, though. It's not from the WoW cookbook. It's just I have a cucumber that I bought for that purpose. Uh-oh. I'm getting lost. Where are we going? I don't know. If I was going to make one again, though, I'd probably do the firecracker salmon. That was my favorite recipe from the original WoW cookbook. It's just a really good salmon marinade. It's also nice on trout. Trout and salmon are very similar. But I catch a lot more trout than I catch salmon if I'm going fishing. A little more beginner friendly. I don't know if I've ever had sardines. Or anchovies for that matter. I've fed them to my dog. We get these like freeze-dried anchovies that he really loves that we call it stinky fishies because they smell awful. But he loves them. When you go on vacation, do you usually go solo? If so, any advice? When I go on vacation, it just means that I don't stream for a few days in a row and I like sleep in.
Stay close.
And maybe I'll like go to the grocery store in person instead of getting it delivered to my house. I don't really travel much. I have traveled solo. I have traveled with people. Best advice is just to stay sharp, be aware, be organized. But I'm really not very experienced. I like doing prep work before I leave to kind of figure out like what my reservation numbers are, what my times are, what my itinerary looks like. Maybe have like a document or two that has just like my numbers and everything laid out so I have a thing to work from when I'm out and about. Because the last thing I want to be is like sitting in an airport trying to connect to the internet, trying to like dig up like a confirmation number, figure out a time when I could just have it all sorted out already. But I haven't really flown in, I think, a couple of years now.
AOE incoming.
So we need to spread out.
Your ascension.
Last travel vacation? I mean, I would consider going to Vancouver to that concert to be traveling. I got on a ferry. I got in an Uber, you know.
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Not that different from flying somewhere. It's just you're on a boat instead of a plane. And then before that, I went to that family wedding. I don't know if we were calling that a travel vacation, but there was traveling. But yeah, I don't get it a whole lot. It's cheaper to stay home. That's true, I did stay in a hotel. It was pretty expensive too. I didn't realize how expensive Vancouver hotels were going to be. I was kind of basing things off of the prices I paid at the Oregon coast in the off season, and it was not even remotely close. Want to go on an Alaska cruise? Oh.
AOE incoming. Your step.
I think cruises, I haven't been on one. I don't know for sure, but I think they're designed to be pretty user-friendly.
Must I do everything? Your blood will freeze! The blizzard surges.
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Ooh, long boss fight. It could have done a little more damage, maybe. Oh, Sispresso and Carolina Zeppelin, thanks for the gift subs, guys. My puppy's snoozing again. I have not heard of Whidbey Island. I haven't heard of lots of places, though. You trained moose yourself? Yeah, yeah. We did one class that was like more of a socialization class than a training class. And aside from that, I read a book. We did a lot of training, and also he's not perfect. He's all right. I think he's pretty good. But he's not. We're not about to win any competitions or anything. Mythic plus dungeon anxiety. It's a real thing. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I used to get really anxious when I was pugging keys that were like on the upper end of my comfort zone. Back in Shadowlands, back when I used to do that. I was always very concerned about letting down anybody. I'm a little concerned about letting down here, but I have a little more faith in myself. And also, these are my friends. I'm not going to say they have to like me anyway, but I have confidence that even if I put on a terrible showing, they wouldn't hold it against me as a person. Ceasefire, thank you very much for the gift subs. No one's going to attack my character if I miss a kick. Whoa!
Shockwave.
Worse for healers and tanks because they're in such critical roles. Can't get my Fergus to handshake or paw shake. Aw. How did I get Moose to do that? The training book that I read, not that you asked me, but the training book that I read had like little sections for each of like the tricks and stuff. And they recommended tricks as just like another way to both bond with your dog and like get them used to listening, to get them engaged in it as like a fun game that they actually want to do.
Watch your step.
I think the treat thing, that shake thing, had to do with holding the treat in my hand. Because he naturally wants to kind of paw at that a little bit. And I eventually got him to sort that out. But I can't really take credit for teaching Moose tricks because even though we have done a few of them, Moose is like freaky smart when he wants to be. His trouble's not usually not understanding, it's typically motivation. I'm pretty sure he could like defuse a bomb if he decided that it was worth his time. But we can't do high five, and when we spin, we only spin one way. He can only go clockwise. He can't go counterclockwise. If I try to get him to go counterclockwise, he just does a little shark hop because I accidentally trained that into him, and I was too lazy to fix it. One time he did the shark hop, and I like panicked and I reinforced him, and now he's like, "Oh, so that's what you want me to do." So whenever I try to get him to turn, he just kind of like breaches like a whale.
Watch your step.
I should pay attention. I could die. Oh, thanks. Look at everybody else soaking for me.
Help soak.
I will definitely help.
AOE incoming.
Don't. No, I messed up. I stood on the puddle. I was like trying to hit my potions, and both of them were on cooldown, and I'd already used dispersion.
Help soak.
That was very messy of me. So was my VE. I'm getting out of here. Whoa. I think I may have also gotten a little overambitious with soaking, but you know, it's gotta be done.
Watch your step. Help soak.
So I could use cave dwellers this time if I need to.
AOE incoming.
Okay. Not my finest showing, but what's down? Like the friendly voice warning you and stuff. Yeah, I like it too. It's DBM. Helps me out a lot.
Your ascension.
There's actually a voice pack for it that's me that I made a long time ago. I haven't updated it, but I think the basics should still work. But of course I don't want to use my own voice because that's too meta. It's terrifying. I already have my own voice in my head. I don't need more of it.
Watch your step.
I'm trying to make an effort to stand in the blue ring a little bit more whenever I have an opportunity to. Good way to make friends with shamans. I love Chana's transmog. He's wearing like the fancy professor thing.
So persistent.
Interrupt.
Witness the unparalleled wonder. Your ascension is complete.
My ascension. Thanks.
Run. Run.
Terrible at using hotkeys. Forget which keys are which. Finger fumble too much. Yeah, it takes a lot of getting used to.
Your ascension is complete.
Run.
Something that helps me whenever I'm trying to learn new ones or add more, back when I was doing that, was just to not add too many at once. Like 1 or 2 buttons at a time, and just play with just those bound for a while. And let your finger muscles get used to that. Oh, buggies. But yeah, I still sometimes get the fumble fingers if I'm like panicking. How often do you get a new PC? When it starts to cause a problem, which in more recent years they've been lasting a lot longer. I don't know, 6 years, 7 years, depending on if everything holds up all right. I might, if it comes to it, like replace, back when I was kind of building a little bit more to budget in the early years, I would maybe halfway through the lifespan need to upgrade the graphics. But these things, I've had some pretty nice PCs in recent years, and they seem to last a really long time before they become too outdated to run WoW, because it's just WoW.
Watch orb.
Okay, I need to come with
AOE
this.
incoming.
We like to stack up for this.
Run out.
Am I out of that? Let's not risk it. When in doubt, scoot a little more. Just Rourke. Okay, thank you for the 9-month reset. Rourke, perhaps?
Stack.
I do have a root break. I have my racial root break, but I do need to be cautious to save it just in case something comes up. It's only once a minute. It's not always going to be available.
Watch orb.
I like her voice acting.
AOE incoming. Run out. AOE incoming.
Could have hit that halo a little faster.
Stack.
Your ascension is complete.
The strongest survive.
Watch orb. AOE incoming. Stack.
%. You're supposed to justify by replacing PC after 2 years. I mean, if it's not working for you and there's something that will meet your needs better and it's in your budget, then by all means. I love shopping for PC stuff.
Your ascension is complete.
I just find that whenever there's... It's almost like it is with phones. Like, whenever they come out with new technology that only the newest ones can do, it's not something that feels as vital to have as it used to be. You reach kind of like a nice critical mass where you're like, well, everything's running smoothly. Everything looks nice. I'm not having any performance issues. I'm able to enjoy the games I want. I don't really need anything that's like fancier than this. I'm already immersed in the game. It looks good enough for me. And as long as it continues to work, I'm not really going to mess with it. Building PCs will always stress me out. Love it when people get 14,9,000 Ks with a 490 for just emails and YouTube. Power to him. Sometimes you just want to be overpowered. Used my old PC for 10 years. They don't get old like they did in the 90s. The other news. I disliked Dawnbreaker and Mythic Plus. Because I have built my own PCs and I've made YouTube videos on it. The PC I'm using was provided by a previous sponsor, and that one's good too. But yeah. I'm not as geeky about it as I used to be because I just don't have needs that are that specialized anymore. I kind of reached a point where I don't need to be producing Pixar movies. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a WoW YouTuber. If I can throw title graphics on top of stuff, we're having a good day. I can run After Effects. It's fine. I don't need any. It's a good PC, and I don't need anything more. Oh man, all these weapons and stuff. Last boss takes forever once Tyrannical kicks in. Leech ring verse major. No, I don't need any more verse stuff. I haven't even put on this verse major ring. I wonder if I can like sneakily like scoop the cat box real quick while we figure out where we're going to next. Also, who put this under my desk? This is not for you. Ariance 28, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Hey, all right. Maybe necrotic if we're lucky. If we're lucky or unlucky. I feel like I did better yesterday when I was doing keys. I'm a little disappointed with my damage. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming or because it's morning or what my deal is, but I think I can do better than this. So let's keep trying. You getting up, bud? You know, follow the cat out? So we're looking for Necrotic Wake. The color story of the party is so pretty. Yesterday I was in a group that was me and then just a bunch of shamans and demon hunters. It was all blue and purple. PC is 8 years old, shopping for the cheapest thing that can play WoW on Max. Nice. The way I justify spending extra money when I do replace or build a PC is by saying, well, I want a future proof. I want this to last for a long time. So I don't want to cheap out on the motherboard or the power supply or whatever it may be, because 260 old if I do it, but we're not doing it. You know, I want to leave myself some room for upgrades in the future, or just to make sure it's going to continue to keep up for a while. But I just like shopping. Who's Cam? Yeah, off and on. I'm gonna try and put it away when we're not using it. Did you ever think that your YouTube channel would blossom to what it is today? I certainly, for years after I started it, did not think I would ever do it as a job. It was for sure a hobby for a long time. I didn't even let myself think about it. I'm happy to have a pet cam back. Thanks, Arthur. Thank you for the 28-month resub. Hi, Hazel. How have you been enjoying the expansion so far? It has been lovely. I've been having a lot of fun. It's cool getting the season back up and running, like the Mythic Plus season. I've been doing a ton of dungeons this week. These are some of the keys that I've done this week. Big change. Big upgrade. Life is a wild ride. Now you're doing yoga too. Been surprised at how much I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. I'm figuring out ways to fit more yoga into my weekends because I mainly go on weekdays. The weekend schedule doesn't work out for me as much, and I'm trying to do more of it at home. But it's a little bit of a battle trying to practice at home. Moosy's still a little too excited about it. Big casters are really painful now. Okay. Are you doing Dracthyr Priest when it drops? I don't think so, no. I'm pretty happy as a gnome. Anyone else keep getting rings from Bountiful Delves? I was getting nothing but trinkets for a while. I was on the trinket train. I do feel very awake today. I feel very clear. I don't know if I'm well rested or what. I'm not fuzzy, which is weird. I'm usually pretty fuzzy. Let's see. Shall I become... Ooh. What am I, a night elf? I look nice in this mug. I love me a crop top. Yoga with Adrian does fantastic home yoga vids. Keys snap my attention into shape real quick. They used to. I think they lost their edge. It's like one of the only good things about anxiety is that it makes me focus. When I'm really anxious about something, it's like it snaps me in because I'm terrified, basically. So as soon as I get comfy enough that I'm not even a little bit anxious about something, that's when I start to get a little more brain foggy about it. And then I don't perform quite as well. There's like a sweet spot. How was the rep grind for Jiggles? Rep grind, Jiggles. I think I did it like during the expansion, so I didn't do it all at once. So I don't really recall.
And now you
I like
true
yoga with
lesson of
Adrian's
the
dog
void.
Benji. It's my favorite thing about any content that includes a dog at any time is going to be the dog or the cat. Pets. It's the shortcut to me. Alright, this is my first Necrotic Wake since Shadowlands. Pray for me. Thoughts and prayers. I'm not healing, so that's something. I've heard they've done some tuning on it, so hopefully it's not quite as spicy as I've heard it was earlier. For a moment I thought that said Stitched Vegetarian. Amanda girl, thank you very much for the gift sub. You can do it! Aw, thanks Chopsy. We can do it. And I can do a little more damage. Actually, I don't know if the damage profile on this one's any good, but I can try to do a little more damage than I was doing previously. Let's try and keep these cooldowns cooling down. Maybe not have to clip quite as many of them.
Is complete.
I remember drain fluids is still very dangerous. Oh, we're getting blight bags. Might have been me. I might have wandered into those. Oh, I thought that person was on our side for some reason. I'm like, Plague Deviser Marleth, is that you? Hello. Thank you for your assistance. I don't know why I thought that. It's never happened before. Change my S-Priest to Void Elf. Now I keep thinking I should have gone Night Elf, so I keep buying Gleeful Glamours. Oh. It just makes me happy that somebody wants them. This guy. No, I wanted to get that. If it's single target, I should be trying to intercept that trinket thing. Oh. Also, I should be trying to remember what's going on in this fight. Still have to kill the worms, right? Haven't been in here in a minute. I don't want it. Poor guy. I don't think he's feeling very good. Scary. I'm in trouble!
Your
Okay, everything's fine.
ascension
I thought that might kill me to walk over, but we made it.
is complete.
Ooh. I don't know if I got that one or not. Alright, this is messy. Get it back together. Do some damage. Don't die. Insect. Oh, don't pull those. Maybe I shouldn't expect to do super good damage in my first run of this in years. We didn't die. That's something. Plunder, thank you for giving out a gift sub.
Stitch flesh will be irked to know you destroy these prize creations.
Using the glamours as a race change trial. It's already saved me some IRL money. Ho ho ho. That's cool.
Your limbs
That's nice.
payment.
Played this quite a lot in Shadowlands. And the difference I can feel, you need how much you need to kill in the beginning because the last mage isn't there before the second boss. Amarth. I've like forgotten the Chimera dude. I was like there in my mind I was just skipping straight ahead to the undead guy. The surgeon. Have you ever gotten a mythic dungeon mount while it was a current dungeon? Once. Mechagon. The Mechagon random, like, rare drop mount. It was either my first or second run ever in there. And the mount dropped for me. I think that was the only time, though.
Your ascension is complete.
It's not ideal. I should really be trying to sync up my PI with my Void Eruption. They're both 2 minutes. It's kind of inexcusable to let them get offset like this. I can tidy up my decision making a little bit. Are you a night elf right now? Yeah, it's a toy. I just walked over one of those
Your
neural
ascension
reconfigure things. I thought it looked nice with the mug.
complete.
You know what boss took us like 9 pulls? I don't want to. I'm scared. We were doing Grimbatol. It was a Grimbatol 6. Maybe a 7. Doesn't matter. It was a Grimbatol burnt key is what it was. And we were doing great. We still had time to spare until the last boss. And that last boss of Grimbatol, on a higher difficulty on Tyrannical when you're kind of fighting it for a while, is so hard. We were progressing through it like raid progress. Yeah, just tentacles everywhere, barely enough room to move. You just poke one toe out of line and you're instantly dead. Plus those ads were taking like some real doing to try to get down in a reasonable time frame, but you want to be careful of when you kill them because of the debuff they put out. It was just nasty stuff. But we got a lot of good practice on it. I'm probably going to be better at it than next time. So I'm going to hold my PI to get them synced up here. I bet I can do both of them on the next pack. I used to shackle undead on these, like the mages, to stop a couple extra brittle bone volleys.
Your temple lies in ruin. Your brethren are butchered.
This would have been a great pack. You know what? Still is a great pack. Let's do both of them. No! I forgot! That's how it happened! I'm like, look at all of these mobs! Look at how big and strong they are! Look at all the health they have left! I'm gonna use Power Infusion and Void Eruption. This is gonna be great! Embarrassing. Only need to kill the one guy. So I'm just padding then. Oh dear. It's all coming back to me now. I actually didn't remember that one guy thing. Like, it must be a necromancer situation. You know what's more embarrassing than padding is padding poorly. Going for it. Like, if you're gonna pad, you may as well do damage.
Your ascension is complete.
You're not targeting, because more targets lets you generate more resources. Yeah. True. My pets have left me. Big Boo Boo and Little Boo Boo have wandered off. They're probably conspiring. I think everybody's holding CDs for the boss.
Your ascension is complete.
You dare deny me the
This boss used to be so hard. Maybe it still is.
Foolish Paragon! There is nothing you can do to stop us. No matter. My minions are endless.
I don't even think I'm shackling into my bar. Not that anybody's asking me to, but... Oh yeah, that's right. It turns. It's a sprinkler. It's a sprinkler. I thought it was just a frontal for a sec.
Your survival
Owie.
wasn't necessary.
Did I stand in a swirl? I might have stood in a swirl.
Your ascension is complete.
Yeah, BT up. BE.
The fallen shall serve me again.
That's nice.
Your
No.
survival wasn't
2 mil.
necessary.
1 mil. Dead. Counts. Way to move the raid frame manager? This thing on the left? I don't think so. Maybe. I'll be up there in a second.
We have all the corpses we need, Stitch Flesh. Prepare to strike at the next temple.
It's in the way of my raid frame.
Your ascension.
I don't use it myself, so I don't have first-hand knowledge, but I thought there was an add-on called Move Anything that purported to do what the name says. I don't know if it's still possible, though. Maybe edit mode broke it. Yeah, I've never used it. Might be worth looking into for that particular purpose. Just keeping an eye out on drain fluids on this one guy. I don't know if he does it.
Your ascension is
Ascension brings back memories. Played Priest in Shadowland, had some weak ore for heal. Flash concentration, baby. That was my life, too. Meow. Oh, butterfly shield. Foscavista, thank you for giving out a kids. Yeah, these are definitely recent enough that while I'm not perfect at them by any stretch, I definitely remember them a little bit. The fear of drain fluids, in particular, is still resides in my bone marrow. It's in there. I haven't quite processed those nightmares yet.
Materials are in need of processing.
Oh, and this. Trying to make them Scooby-Doo whack each other. Jono! No!
your ascension is complete.
Incompetent. Oops. Alright.
Hi. Hello, Wilsey. How are you doing?
Wants to
Happy
tear
Sunday.
up.
Curseforge has a move raid manager add-on. Well, there you go. I didn't know. I don't think you should feel dumb. Whoop. I get why DPS love it up here so much. These trash packs are fun to DPS. They're less fun to heal. Or at least they're less easy to heal. It was some exciting healing when I used to do this, especially if anything got multifold.
How vexing! Rothfield, get to work and don't fail me like your predecessor.
I do remember you always felt like you were just about to fight the boss. So you would start holding on cooldowns like well before you actually needed to, because you would still have like 5 minutes of trash left. But it wouldn't feel like it because you're in the room and it looks pretty empty. At least to me. Not bad to group the mobs together. It's a non-DK tank. So how's the race going if you guys have been watching that? I'm hearing bits and pieces from my friends. Flabby sent me a funny clip of one of the raiders cracking a monster right when they were supposed to be getting ready to go to bed. I'm gonna hold cooldowns for when he comes down. We get him? We got him. I don't think it matters where I put this. This is fine.
Stout and strong, your flesh holds such potential.
Your ascension is complete.
Oh, I'm awfully proud of this one. I must preserve your parts for later. In the south, I'm the one who made you. Small hands, big eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect for detail work.
He called me small hands, big eyes. I'm a gnome. I have the biggest, I guess I'm not a gnome right now, but I have the biggest hands of any race in this game. They're enormous. They're highly non-proportionate. Okay. Okie dokie, this is gonna get kind of spicy with two of them up. See if we can just finish it off.
Your ascension
Nice.
is complete.
Still on Kaiveza. Oh. Room takes longer than it feels. Never knew if we were running out of time or not. Oh, this boss is gonna suck. I don't usually DPS, so I'm very bad at the down phase. I almost never do it. We'll just have to see. Really close on Kaiveza. Limit echo 3%, method at 7%. Oh.
None can escape the storm.
Move your feet.
Had it, none can escape the
Hot
storm.
feet. Looks like I could gnome root break that
Your
as well.
ascension is complete.
Had enough of you.
love this picking other people for the down phase thing. Give it, give it, give it, give it. No! Okay, we got it. Not me losing DPS chasing down my trinket orb.
None can escape the storm. Had enough of you.
Oh.
None can escape the storm.
Where am I going? There we go.
Your ascension is complete.
I was doing the thing! Alright, we gotta do 4% more trash.
Fraction of our force.
How's Shadow in the War Within? Is it fun? Last time I played in the Legion, liked it a lot. I'm enjoying it. It feels good to me. I'm playing Archon, which empowers my Holy Nova. It's very user-friendly, which is nice. It gives me time to focus on everything else. But you'll see my, or not my Holy Nova, my Halo. You'll see my Halo kind of pulsing in and out and echoing. And that's from my hero talents. There we go.
That you were destined for great.
241 rating for that. We timed it and everything. And now we run all the way back.
Aided the end of all things.
Echo's commentary and production. Best part about every Race to World first for me. I think it's cool that the viewership can support such a big event. It's fun to have stuff like that going on in the game. I wonder if there's any good loot here. Hi, Boo Boo. Oh, you gonna go lay down? I gotta put that in a keybind. I'm not always gonna be able to click it. Puppy. As long as the race is long enough, they can manage. Aberrus being a short tier made it rough. Yeah, there's gotta be a sweet spot. You don't want it to be a short Aberrus, and you don't want it to be Sepulcher. Where people's vacations end and they're like, well, I gotta go back to work. Ugh. What do we get? Haste Versa champion. I could give it if anybody wants. People legit burn out. Yeah, that one was something. Oh, that was fun. Tough luck. Somebody rolled a 4. I love the copper enchants. It shows that you thought about enchants, but that you're not messing around with Actually, it's probably because he has enchanting. That's funny. Anything's better than not enchanting your gear. Pop back to town. Do we need to change out a key? What do I have? I have a Necrotic 8. We probably don't want that. Actually, I can't reroll it, can I? Because it's above the key level that we just did. Want GB. Oh, Grimbatol. I still haven't done Dawnbreaker. I wonder what we have. Love the Torn. Could do one more? Yeah. I'm the key master. I can also sit if somebody needs like a DPS spot. I'm gonna sneak like a real quick break. Ugh. I got a sleepy baby. What are we doing here? Let's see. Check my mail. I feel like my vault's going to be stacked, especially if I do more delves to get my third delve option up to a tier 8 level. And then, you know, maybe, like, this is already at 610, but we could bump it up to 616. I feel like I'm going to have options on options. Alright, what are we saying? Siege of Borealis. Oh boy. Well, it's a good time for me to not look like a gnome. That's what I'm going to say. We got 28 minutes of being atomically recalibrated. What's another good one? I mean, Gammon's Braid. If nothing else, I could stick that in the bar for emergencies. We can just yap that right before the fountain boss, so I can hopefully not swim. Yeah, I could buy glamours as well, but toys are free. I could make glamours. I'm an enchanter. I got the recipes and everything. Maybe Moosey will start dreaming. He dreams really big. He gets the dog the kicky paws and he woofs in his sleep sometimes. He'll go woof, woof, and it's funny because it's like he doesn't really bark when he's awake. He just comes out when he's sleeping. I thought that since he started sleeping in the bedroom with us that it would wake me up at night, but it really doesn't. I guess it's the earplugs kicking in. I can sleep right through it. Is there anything else I would want to fix before a dungeon? My stat priority for Shadow Priest looks like haste for Archon, haste and then mastery. Which isn't bad, actually. I could put more mastery in that ring. Ooh, I need to enchant my cloak, I think. My chest has an enchant, that's good. Cloak enchants are just for, like, stats and stuff. Speed, maybe? Speed, leech, or avoidance. Let's do speed. I'll actually get myself a good one here. My concentration was full anyway. Nice when I have the stuff on me already. I wonder what... I wonder how to play this class. Is there a rotation button? How to play Shadow Priest. Here we go. This is what I need. This is what we're after. Hard-hitting spender. Maximize plague uptime. Use Devouring Plague to keep your insanity from capping. Keep it up for as long as possible to give you more mastery. Good. Keep abilities on cooldown and react to procs. You should spend Surge of Insanity to avoid overcapping. I wonder how many I can have. 4. Okay. So I'm going to try and work on maximizing plague uptime because I do have a bad habit of just dumping it. Being like, oh hey, I have a ton of insanity. I have some time. And it looks like that's not the best way for me to maximize my damage. So I'm going to stick this back on my sidebar and I'm going to work on that. Good morning. Hello. How you doing? Nice to be able to enchant yourself. Handy when I have it like on me. The mat's on me and everything. Are we inside? I'm not sure. Grandma Gamer, thanks for the gift sub. Also, Eigenvalue gave out some gift subs as well. So I still have 40 minutes left of my hearty feast, half an hour on my flask, half an hour on my mana oil, should be fine. Okay. Let's do our best here. Finished house chores, finally get to relax and play WoW. Nice. That's always the best feeling.
With any luck, we'll drive this scum from the city before high tide.
Especially because my Devouring Plague lasts an extra second, so it's probably not a bad idea for me to spread it out a little bit. And then if it is in single target, to stagger it out a little bit. It does have that mechanic where like it'll add damage, but we want to try and get better uptime on it to hopefully do a bit better damage than we have been doing. So if I've got 3 of those, I want to use these so I don't overcap. Oh, maybe I want to be trying to also use Void Torrent into a target that has Plague on it. That might be really smart. I remember I was trying to do that during Dragonflight, so I don't know why it would stop now. I think it was helping.
Your ascension.
As opposed to just winging buttons whenever. Trying to sell the Devil 11 as Shadow and it's so painful. Oh, good luck. We're in for a battle. Okay, are we doing more? I always want to be cautious of like ripping the Shadow Crash if I think we're going to have a bigger pull. So there we go. And then this, and that should do some damage with Psychic Link. Oh no, the grips! Please. Oh dear me. Save something for the next pull as well. I was all excited. I'd set it all up just right. Or at least better than normal. So my first Delvaden demo lock, congratulations! You get any good loot? I still have yet to see one of those maps. I've heard legends about them, but it's never happened to me.
That's what I call a prime cut.
Okay.
Your ascension is complete.
getting a little better. The more times I can get over a mill, the happier I get. Only ever gotten one map out of 35 delves. Goodness. Hmm. Yeah, I can definitely get better at this with practice. A lot of practice, though. 17 to 18 maps? And maybe 50 delves in total across... Oh, 7 to 8. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty rare. I probably didn't need to disperse there, I just got really scared. No! I tried to curve him. Oh no! I pulled the trash! Or maybe he was spawning anyway? Let's pretend that was true. That'll make me feel a little better. Ay. My goodness. Let's get to something happening in this fight. No, not me! I didn't do it. I paid my bills. What? No. Okay, they're just spawning from there. They're just spawning from there. Everything's fine. Run, run, run. I can't do any damage. Don't you pick me. Okay. It's somebody else's turn. Ooh, spicy. What is this, a 6? I don't want to be next. I have trouble. I pull him too far into corners, then I have to get by him, and I have to run way too close, and I get sneaky sniped. Oh, there was a bomb over there. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Okay, he's dead. Trying to decide if I want to return to WoW after 17 years. Can't tell. It's a very personal choice. Think about what you want from it, what you think it offers you. Do you feel like you're missing what it offers you? No right or wrong answer. I always die to the gunfire. And I'm going to try to not do that this time. Terrible. Terrible spot for cooldowns. Just a little 2-pack. Yeah, it might be fun just to poke around for a while. Nothing says you have to commit to playing every night for the next 10 years. Have a little look-see. Oh! Well, at least it wasn't just me.
Survive.
I forgot. I forgot. I was just talking about this too. Maybe my friends died in solidarity so I wouldn't feel embarrassed.
Your ascension is complete.
Sometimes my shadow form doesn't like visually kick back in even if I have the buff in dungeons. I don't know whether or not it should make me nervous.
Your ascension is complete.
Never played Mythic Plus in BFA. I just didn't learn.
Forces have lost control of the docks.
It makes no difference. Me cannons will soon reduce the opposition.
I was enjoying this voice acting recently. Yesterday when I was doing this key. It's such a specifically strange accent. I guess I shouldn't call any accent strange, but it doesn't sound quite like you would expect. Maybe it's because she's fired up about all the battling and stuff. Cannons, you know, those will make anybody a bit hoarse. Oh, there's another one.
No survivors!
No survivors!
Tears lead in your gut!
Your ascension is complete.
Decimator rounds! Fire! Clear the deck! Tears lead in your gut!
Oh, I ought to have caught that. Should have caught that. Who am I?
All hands! Attack! Decimator rounds!
I feel like this would be my voice acting if I was trying to play this role in a community theater production and somebody had just given me tequila right before we went on stage. All hands. Attack!
Your ascension is complete.
Clear the deck!
Sounds like fun.
Sail to uncharted waters.
Heroes, Ashvane's forces are attempting to break through our southern wall.
I would love to have a... No, 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 not again, not again, not again!
Chance at driving them from Baran.
Scared, scary.
Rally the militia and secure the castle. Good hunting.
It just looks like little fireworks, but...
Heroes, Ashvane's forces are attempting
I have
to
no
break
faith.
through our southern wall.
Alright.
Stop them, and we may have a chance at driving them from Boralis.
I'll rally the militia and secure the castle. Good hunting.
I definitely stepped on a couple bananas here in my day. Stunned myself a few times. The sound that the Xalatath orbs make when they smash is kind of satisfying. I haven't broken a lot of glass on purpose in my life. Never done the thing where you like throw plates at a junkyard because it just didn't seem necessary. Smashed a bit of glass by accident, but what are you gonna do? You're washing dishes, they're soapy, they're wet. Uh-oh. Drowning! Yeah. Why did I do that? I tabbed to a fresh target that didn't have any dots, and then I was like, you know what I should do now is Void Torrent. That's not right! I should do not that. Next time. I would probably throw out these bananas too, they look a little overripe. It's annoying when my Shadow Crouch isn't quite off cooldown because I want to get some dots up.
Your ascension is complete.
That was a little better. That was almost 2 mil. I like that pet because it's all grouped up and you just blast and hope you don't die. Those bananas are annoying. It's like having Mario Kart in WoW. Alright, I will not get shot by bullets. Actually, I don't even know if there are any here. I thought there were.
Your ascension is complete.
Oh no! I put a devouring plague into an orb. That's wrong. That's not how you deal with those. No. I'm queen of Void Torrent right before the grip. It would almost be worth saying to heck with it. I'm going Void Weaver just so I can do that while moving. Oh dear. I think I'm whinier as a DPS. I think I'm a little bit more live and let live as a healer. As long as we're alive, I've done my job. Where it's here, every missed opportunity, it's like, wah, wah. My pores. Joking, of course. Maybe it'll click better with your preference for playstyle. Are you? Excuse me! That was on purpose! I'm being moitered.
Your ascension is complete.
I don't even have a kick for that. Moitered. I've been moitered! We used to whisper each other that in Raid after you got like a mechanic dropped on you. Help! I've been moitered! It's not that funny. Alright. Testing. Can I walk? No, I'm... hard to say. I've got 4 minutes left before I'm not a night elf anymore. The clock ticks midnight and the pumpkin takes me home. And then we're gonna watch where it's coming from next. Looks like it's gonna be from this side. No, I'm still swimming. I made it though.
Your ascension
Can we get a Path of Frost or something?
is
I know we don't have any Death Knights in this group, but... No, I'm looking for DK tank for water walking for this boss. I'd say they have to fix it, right? But I don't know if they have to do anything. I'll try Gammon. Watching for the next wave. Also, there's a trash pack over there we gotta be careful of. Nope. You just have to be really on your game. I don't think a glamour would work either if the toys don't.
Your ascension is complete.
I won't quite have dispersion back. I had that as like a nice little just in case. And then where to? Far side. I think far side is a death sentence for me. Whoa! If I can get up on the fountain, then we're okay. It's so funny. Especially when it's the big Gammon model just bloop. Swim speed motion.
Enjoy your hollow victory, fools. Without the vulgar and
Help, help, I'm being oppressed.
no hope of defeating me. Allow me to demonstrate. Their gate has fallen. Breach the city and slay all who oppose me.
I need to repair my gear after this. Help! Sorry, bud. I should make fun of you.
Enjoy your hollow victory, fools.
I don't think it matters which one we're on, right?
You have no hope of defeating me.
No! How?
Allow me to demonstrate. Their gate
I mean, I guess I might
has
pull thread.
fallen. Breach the
Threat.
city and slay all who oppose me.
Your ascension is complete.
Oh!
Just give me a second to get this cannon working. Cannon's good to go. Turn that beast into chum.
I was gonna grip, but I don't even think I have grip in this spec. Should I kick a fish? Except for an achievement or something? I think the dispels are magic dispels. So I think that you'd have to be a heal spec. Not 100%. Yeah, it's magic. I could help with mass dispel. And I probably should. There we go. How'd the fishing derby go? Did you get the mount? Yeah, I got a couple weeks ago, I think. I'm not super thrilled with the nerfs to the fishing derby that have happened. Or at least the nerfs to the derby marks from the quest. I'm hoping that there's more attention that goes on there, because apparently there's a few things that aren't working quite right with it. Don't let this beast eat me. Oh, there's also, I can, if I stand in the back here. Oh, there's an invisi wall back here. Tough fight. It is a little bit relaxing not healing. It's kind of somebody else's problem. I think that's it. He's such a drama queen. Don't let this beast eat me. I just had my hair done.
Your ascension
There we go.
is complete.
Easy. I think it might have been Mythic only in BFA. I know there was an unlock quest line that I took quite some time to do. Oh, I'm capped on Ruined Harbinger, Chris. That doesn't sound like me.
You've done well, heroes,
Anything?
but Borealis is
Lovely.
not out of danger yet.
Valor Stones.
Speak with me when you're ready to put an end to Ashvane's
Got my fishing derby met last night. Nice you don't have to get all the fish in one session. Yeah. It's kind of growing on me. I was initially very hesitant when it was added to the rotation. But I'm kind of having fun. It's alright. Ooh. Wish it wasn't so hard to put a group together as a DPS. Enjoying tanking, but sometimes I don't want to be the one leading. Hi, Hazel. Hello, Moose Call. How are you doing? This is one of, speaking of a moose, this is one of the moose sleeping positions where I would maybe want to have the camera up a little higher, because you guys are seeing, I mean, I'm happy to have a webcam on my puppy, but you guys are seeing all tail. Hi, buddy. You can go back to sleep. Not that much slack. Little baby. Oh. Alright. We have 10 or so minutes left on stream. I feel like there was something I wanted to craft, but hang on, it's very important. Sleepy baby. He's really soft. I'm right here, bud. Seeing him next to you, he is quite big. He's a good sized dog. He's not a giant dog, but I think he fits into the large dog category. Also, Sleepy Moose is on to something. Kazumania, thank you very much for the gift subs. I'm so happy to have this camera. I want a better angle on it, but I can work on that. Maybe if I thread the cable over the desk instead of under it. Oh, where is Kira? I think she went back to bed in the bedroom. She's got a bed in there. She was out here for a little bit. But they're fine with each other now. They get along as well as could be expected. they're both safe and they're both pretty comfy. Geltha Sunstrider has been defeated. Swift White Hawk Strider is mine. Very nice. Congratulations. That's great. He follows her around a lot. Not in a menacing way, but in kind of a paparazzi sort of way. He just wants to see what she's doing. And the first thing he does anytime we get home from like any walk is he will take his harness and stuff off. And then he will immediately just trot off very calmly. He knows he's not allowed to run at the cat, but he'll trot off and walk away and then go find her. And then he'll either sniff her, or if he's feeling rambunctious, he'll do like one play about it, be like, hey, do you want to play? She never does. She never has. She probably never will. But he'll try that, and then he'll come back to see us. But he always has to go check. Yeah, he checks on her a lot. Which is nice. I wonder if I can train him to stop her from hitting things. Bumping into stuff. Be your seeing eye dog. He would if he knew how. He's a sweet boy, and he loves her. Putting characters there so I could do an attempt while waiting for Core and Barbecue to pop. Okay, I was going to get a mining pick made. That seemed like a good idea. Let's see what kind of materials we're going to need here.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable. Return and peruse my inventory.
I would also always try. I appreciate his optimism. He's always been very good about wanting to connect with other animals on their level. Whenever he met like small dogs at the park that were maybe a bit old, maybe they didn't want to play in the same tornado hurricane puppy way that he wants to play, he would kind of stop and slow down and like sniff or just do like little tail wags and like, you know, he would try to figure out how another dog wanted to hang out because he's a little desperate socially. He just wants to be friends, and he'll be whatever dog you need him to be in service of that. 25k! This is an expensive mining pick. Alright. Well, I guess I may as well get the good ones, although 18k. Listen. Actually, no. I was going to say it's an investment, but let's save 15k off the top there, because I can't even guarantee I'm going to get a good one here. My goodness. That's okay.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Ooh, yeah, I need to customize that to finesse. Skip the pick, went for knowledge points. Yeah, it's a valid option. For sure.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
I do have more knowledge points I could get. But I like that the pick is going to give me flat skill on everything. Also, that's an herb sickle. That's not a mining pick. That was almost very expensive. That was almost a very expensive mistake. Profession equipment for mining. We actually want the artisan pickaxe, which funnily enough uses the same materials. We will take it. That's lucky. That's very lucky. But yeah, it'll be an extra 10 mining skill up from everything. And probably more finesse, assuming it comes in at better than silver quality. Let's put 2,500 on that.
My thanks for your patronage.
True Sight is the file of True Sight is the item that lets you see the camouflage nodes. I have to use a public order. It's the only way I can not talk to anybody. I think the optimism is important and appreciated as long as they don't overstep boundaries. Besides, you can always get it recrafted. It's not that expensive to get it recrafted, so if I later make a friend or if Flabby's able to make it at a higher quality at a later time, I can always get the existing one redone. But yeah. Her gold's pretty self-contained. I find. I haven't done much herbing in Halifal. Maybe we'll go plant some seeds for a few minutes here. I gotta wrap up stream pretty soon, but What's for lunch? Something fast, probably, right? What's fast and easy on the digestive system? Not yet found one spot to plant seeds. Oh, I can show you where it is. It's a farm in Hallowfall. It's a static location. It's always there. Let's just head on back up to Hallowfall first. Let's go this way. 44 seeds when my guildmate. It felt infinite. The planted one can drop seeds too. I wonder if anybody has seeds that they want to... Nah. So I will get there in a little bit. Fast and easy to digest. Oatmeal. I got spoiled. I started cooking oatmeal, like slow cooking oatmeal, and it's like really yummy, and it reminds me of like restaurant breakfasts when I was traveling on vacations as a little kid. But it takes like an hour. And I'm not the queen of planning ahead. So I think we're talking down here, I think. Let me go triple check. Also, oh my goodness, there's so many nodes I'm flying past. It hurts. Sometimes I'll loot a node like that, and then I'll fly away, and it'll still be there, and I'm like, did it instantly respawn? What just happened? But yeah, I have 7 seeds? 12 seeds, actually. That's not bad. I didn't even pop a flask because... or a file, because I figured I'm just gonna go do the garden thing. Alright, so this is the area where we plant seeds. This is Beladar's Bounty. It is located here, just southeast of Merildar. This little farm grid here. There will always be rich soil here for you to plant, and if you do find anybody else that's like an herbalism that has seeds, you can kind of gather up and group together and do lots of them. It doesn't look like anybody's actually doing it via group finders, so we can certainly do it on our own. I've never found soil anywhere else, though. It's only ever been in that one spot. My gear and pets are at kind of a tragedy right now because I'm level 79 now. And I haven't got any gear upgrades because I've leveled exclusively via gathering. So if I hit 80 and half a level, then I will be able to... Here, let's just put these on the bar, actually. Hit 80 and half a level, then I'll be able to do a little bit more damage because I'll be able to... Well, I guess I'll still be underscaled, but I'll be able to wear a little bit of account-bound gear. But the nodes, they don't last very long, but they can be shared. So if there's other people also planting in the area at the same time, maybe you come out here like a peak hour. You can pick nodes that other people have planted. It won't prevent them from doing it as long as you're fast. I mean, it won't prevent them from looting it no matter what, but you can also pick it as long as you're fast. I should be clear. Don't worry, you can't grief people. The mobs aren't usually much of a problem, it's just that my gear is quite bad right now. Oh, hey, there's a web node up here. Get a little extra weaver cloth. We're gonna have to make some more money to make up for how much we spent getting that mining pick together. I'm believing though that if I spend this entire expansion gathering, even if it's just a little bit every week, spending gold to get my tools in good shape is just a good investment. It's something you do once and you can use it for the whole expansion. Honestly though, with how dense nodes are when you're just out urbing in the world, planting things doesn't feel that much faster than just finding them. I'm happy pet cam worked out today. I hope we can enjoy that for a long time. And I hope sometimes Katie decides to hang out there too. She does sleep in that bed when she takes a mine too. And it's funny because Moose will come along and he'll want to sleep in it and she will not budge. When she's comfy, she will defend her comfiness with her life. Oh, I got a null lotus. That's nice. And we used all our seeds. Awesome. Okay, I think I'm gonna log out here. There's a giant bed. He can take up the whole thing when he's fully like splooted out on it. Here, let me pick this up a little bit. He's just kind of oozed off the edge. Like he's just kind of, his whole head is off the corner of the bed and he's kind of curled up a little bit too. He can take up more of it. Pretty good. Pretty big. Oh, they like it. I like that the cover zips off so I can chuck it in the wash. I am finished for the week. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'll be back on Wednesday with another stream. I appreciate the company. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to catch up on stream VODs, you want to do it on YouTube, there is a YouTube VODs channel located here. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.